afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off here to a 1 versus 1 on Faymonville Approach. In the east, it is HelpingHans fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Taking on the role of the 5th Armored Division here with Urban Assault, Recon Support, and Heavy Cavalry, Triple Infantry, no sort of mechanized. In the west, it is Tiramisu fighting for the Oberkommando West, Germany, Deutschland. The Kampfgruppe here with Luftwaffe Ground Forces, Elite Armored, and Overwatch. Double Infantry, Medical Supply Bulletins here. We got a setup there from the west here with him. Standard openings from both sides. Double Rifle for HelpingHans. Double Floats there for Tiramisu. Nothing that's going to blow your mind yet. Also, a very big thanks to Ben for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money. Thanks to you, Ben. You're part of my company of heroes. Anyways, you too can join the ranks of such amazing people as Ben, all my patrons and supporters by pledging on Patreon or just donating yourself. Links are in the video description. We got Rifle against the Sturm Party. His Sturm Party quickly popping in, then out of the building, pursuing the Rifle here swiftly. At this range, the Sturm Parties, in particular with Forces support, are going to beat the Rifle quite handily. And that, of course, is the trick. The Sturm Parties getting within their effective range because while they technically have assault rifles, their effective range is actually lower than that of other assault rifles compared to the American Thompson submachine gun game. So the trick is getting into their effective range, which is a bit tougher compared to other troops, which is why most people just never bother more than one of them. We got Muffles in the way though for Tiramisu. Rifle falling back here. Hans is going for a very swift tech here. Only 2 rifle squads before taking up. Probably seeing a 50 cal here brush from HelpingHans to put a let there on Tiramisu's infantry. Sturmpioneer hanging northwards here. Falls up in the center here. Poor Jürgen there, left behind by his comrades. And there goes Sturmparty at the Rifle Squad here. The 3 men still up close. They have a good chance, but they're still on health. Ultimate, the Riflemen are going to beat them up here and force a retreat. But not before the Sturmpaniers get a few more Yankees with them. There's a Great Reich in the sky. Up north, the Reason's advancing. A bit of barbed wire going up for HelpingHans. Also tank traps and barbed wire there. Nice little American combo. Full Skirmishes heading southward here. And Lieutenant almost down there for HelpingHans. Fun fact about Kampfgruppen, but they're usually, so to say, organised around certain lines, at least early on in the war. For example, a reconnaissance battalion would usually be organised with the anti-tank battalion of the division, and for example, the 1st Armoured Battalion would be organised with the mechanised part of the armoured mechanised part of the division, which is usually 1 battalion, and then the rest, maybe along with some motorised troops, then the majority of the motorised troops would then be organised with another Panther battalion. So a few fun facts, and of course, those are sort of the general lines, and of course, depending on the situation, they might be organised in different ways, depending on what was in at hand. But sort of, shall I say, those are more the general Kampfgruppen that sort of be organised out from 1 German Panzer division. 5th Cal on the way here for HelpingHans, as expected, rushing it out there to put a, dampener on Tiramisu's full Skirmishes anti-tanks. Probably going to be seeing at least 2 of them here versus Tiramisu. Rifle getting closer to the Rifle, full Skirmishes, they go full street here for Tiramisu. No sign of a doctrine yet. We got Tiramisu there with the Schwere Wehrmacht Schlepper. Up here we got full ground the eastern viewpoint away from the Amerikanen. So Yankees, so it's gangsters and cowboys. Full surface rifle ground the center point of the lieutenant, and we got the truck out there for Tiramisu. But that much infantry, battle group headquarters would be certainly the logical conclusion. Though, of course, some players do like to go for mechanized rank in these situations, but with that much infantry, medics would be a really good investment there for Tiramisu, particularly what to save the munitions for assault rifles on his troops, for example. Sandbags being wired off here, but the Americans, there goes Sturmparty watching in there and ensuring the Americans don't ruin the full Skirmishes. Hard work. They may not be that competent, but they do try their best to lay down those sandbags. Full attacking from the north, getting the relations there. 5th Cal joining, suppressing the Sturmpioneer. Ambulance there, almost done for HelpingHans. Sturmparty got down to just 1 man. In the south here, Tiramisu was advancing steadily, so in the centre here. Got disruptive play there against Task Force and put some more force up in the north just to defend what little he has. Thumbs up there to Tiramisu. And there you go, ambulance up for HelpingHans. We do get the mechanized command post there, but he is short on fuel here. Do some great harassment there by Tiramisu, and will not be able to push out a fast Stuart light tank. He could try for a fast M20, but they do tend to be rarer. Back at base there, we can see the silhouette here of the Kampfgruppe Hauptquartier going up there for Tiramisu. The Germans. 5th Cal dealing with the Volkswagen, suppressing 2 squads. Very good there. Got Reasons was the Volkswagen squad here, charging in at them. Lieutenant tank from the north. Got a Sturmgewehr 44 on the way for some of Tiramisu's infantry. Grab the point here. Another 5th guy there for Hans, as expected. Sturmpanies in eastwards. Fun fact about Volksgunner's assault rifles, but you know, when they were designed, you know, after the losses of Normandy and the Eastern Front there with Bagration, they were sort of designed on paper being sort of this modern infantry, and they were supposed to be heavily equipped with assault rifles. Of course, reality was they couldn't be heavily equipped because they just didn't have enough assault rifles to go around. Also worth noting, as the troops phase straight through the wall as if some horror movie, it's because Hans for some reason double wide here, hoping he can block the entrance into the building. The thing is, if you do that, then this weird thing situation happens, like unit can enter the building. In fact, they can enter in from any part there. So when it comes to these things, what you want to do is actually create the V shape so you can trap units below health rather than just in the entrance, because you try to do that, similarly if you have like a building with 2 entrances, you do this to block off both entrances, it won't work. So in this case, it effectively allows Tiramisu to enter the building from an area where he technically shouldn't be able to, as his men just pull, you know, the Terminator 2 there, the T-1000, just, you know, melt through it. What's the T-1000? I think. Anyways, you get the idea. And the American's just going, "Hey, Carl, are the Germans supposed to go through the walls?" "I don't think so, Jim. I think we may have broken the laws of nature here. I think we may have done something unnatural." "Like, you mean with that cow?" "No, not with the cow, Jim. Not with the cow." Anyways, Steel Pass Fox is a rifle squad. 5th Cavalry from the Folks Grenadiers is there. In the south, troops advancing here. Rifle Regaisons, barbed wire going down there. Flak half take out for Tiramisu, the 251-17. On north, there's Steel Punch gaining Metri 2. Rifle squad routed here. Hans being opening up there. Being flanked by the flak half track. You could turn around there and set up with armor piercing rounds. You could actually take on the flak half track, but with that angle and everything else, the flak half track is very much the clear winner. 5th Cavalry turning around here, trying to deal with the flanking Sturmpaniers, but of course sets itself up for being flanked by a flak half track. Hans here, of course, having to go for the Stuart light tank. Well, he's probably going to go for it anyways, but with the flak half track out, the Stuart light tank becomes even greater necessity here for helping Hans, as well, he doesn't have really like easy access to any other counter. That also means that Tiramisu can predict that and actually go for Academy to then counter that. He could even be like a bit bolder and go for Panzer 6 on the Sturmpaniers to further increase the amount of anti-tank firepower. But no, Tiramisu isn't even going for that. He's going for a light infantry gun. He's committing to artillery here versus HelpingHans. Nice there. And again, seems to be part of that slight shift in the meta that's been happening here, I would say, over the last couple of weeks, where light artillery is starting to become more and more of a part of it again. Mortars from most sides, and of course, in the case of the Oberkommandwest, light infantry guns are suddenly gaining a new, you know, appreciation by most, you know, Oberkommandwest players. Hans, meanwhile, though, clearly not showing such an appreciation for light artillery. "God damn it, I don't care about your light artillery. Give me heavy, or don't give me any artillery at all. I want to do this the American way." Stuart light tanks setting out for helping Hans, folks being expressed by the 5th Cavalry. Flak half track, though, needs to be careful since, while Tiramisu, of course, showing his appreciation for light artillery is great, it's not going to help against a light tank. I mean, the Stuart's not going to be particularly impressed by that. It's not a tourist. It's a tank. It's there to, like, tear you apart. Not enjoy, you know, the locals' assembly of artillery. But anyways, thoughts on the fire from the Stuart light tank. We tend to bring to support as well there. Yeah, we got a cannon for Tiramisu. No sign of doctrine yet from either side. Attacking from the north here with the Fultz going to deal. Lieutenant up to block the advance here. Flak half joining in. Of course, the Fultz Lieutenant in this case has a particular problem with the flak half track. Well, only as long as the cover holds in the face of the flak half track, which, as it turns out, it doesn't hold particularly long. Guess that truck was probably not German-made. It says made in Detroit. God damn it. Anyways, Fultz moving from the north against the Reactions there. Academy out there for Tiramisu and the Kampfgruppe. Folks going straight for the Reactions to a light tank fire and carrying fire there. Hans committing here to heavy cavalry and going for the Ranger squad, getting the Thompsons. Of course, a potent choice as always. Effectively turns them into like just, well, a heavy assault team, like, you know, basically Panzer Grenadiers but better because we're the bazookas, they're better to Panzerschrecks, and the Thompson, of course, are better assault rifles for whatever reason. Grenades aren't quite better bung grenades, but they do act faster, so they're harder to dodge. But for the most part, you should just consider them, you know, better Panzer Grenadiers. But also more expensive. Not by a lot, as you might notice. Not by a lot, though. If you do slap on the submachine cost, the price does go up. It's just because someone asked me recently, like, how you should consider the ranges. And I say, you know, better Panzer Grenadiers, but, you know, more expensive. Flag up on the ranges, suppress them there just in time to get a fight to bits. But unfortunately, they can't have a grenade off there. Bit of damage down there in the south. We got the foot moving toward the southern nations here. Hans still in the defense versus Tiramisu. Definitely needs to do something, I think, a bit more drastic here versus Tiramisu. And of course, artillery would be very helpful for helping Hans. You know, smoke the screen could nullify some of the incoming fire from Hans's defenders. And of course, could just soften up some of Tiramisu's positions as well. But another push here, needs to get some fuel as well. In the north, we got Tiramisu's forces routed. Almost got the Volkswagen squad there. One man running, and he makes it. Damn lucky there for Tiramisu, and obviously not particularly lucky for Hans. I imagine he is not particularly keen on that one. Back here, troop reinforcing healing. Struggling here to break through of the cordon of the Kampfgruppe Maya. So far, really doing their best to suppress the Amerikaner. And there you go, truck up for Tiramisu, the Schwerer Wehrmacht-Schlepper being erected here for the German army. Stuart Light tank being fixed as the point being grabbed. Flag Kraft on the move again. He's really been doing a great work with it against Hans. And it's been a particularly solid investment. 5th gun trouble with the Volkswagen in the centre. Graham Northern Victory point needs to get that fuel back, and the line gun is also proving to be a bit of a thorn here already in the side of helping Hans and the 5th Armored Division here with its light artillery fire. In south, the Route Squad moving in, almost got the northern fuel point under neutral, but there's still a bit of way to go. Then, of course, Tiramisu is likely going to launch more counterattacks to frustrate this attempt. Northern Victory point is east for America, freedom, democracy. Still light tank there is sturdily being fixed up there. Flak after moving in, popping into the building there. Once more just facing through there. No questions asked. Just lean against the wall and somehow it just works. Fifth covers the full Scandiers. Sending forces strength to the Academy again by not ordered to not suited infantry, gives away its position with ease. Going here for the point there. Could start threatening the fuel point there from Tiramisu down to send some good map control back here versus Tiramisu, which is really crucial for helping Hans. I mean, we got the Schwer Punch called us up and authorized. He could consider some Obersladen here versus helping Hans. Consider Luft, further ground force from Falcons with FT-42s. Like a bit more heavy infantry would be great. Hans having gone for the captain, realizing, of course, he's behind on tech. Going for the captain here, probably for the anti-tank gun or two to help deal with flak half attacks, and more importantly, German tanks. Still lighting dealing with the Volkswagen squad there, Lieutenant Prime backup fire there in the south, bit of skirmishing here, Rangers here quickly outwinning the Volkswagen Grenadiers. Guts Jumpers are running, but the Rangers should have a chance of winning the engagement with a proper grenade here against the Sturm Pioneers, but ends up retreating here, probably realizing he could hit by a concussive grenade, in which case the Sturm Pioneers are going to beat up those Rangers and steal their lunch money. Well, their lunch, really. Rather than straight for the Volkswagen Grenadiers, quick retreat there from Tiramisu though. Small chance of wipe there, flag capture in once more. Vecchi 2 there, 6 kills. Obersalm scored halfway down there for Tiramisu and the German army. Stuart Light tank in here, 10 kills. Veterans 1. Great shot there on the flag capture, again with Johnny in the front. No anti-tank gun yet. I'm guessing these two preoccupied going on the front line. But he certainly would benefit from it. In the south, they've got the Rifle Squad flank engaging the Sturm Pioneer. At this range, the Rifle Squad should have a good chance of beating them, unless artillery fire begins being directed in the general direction of the Rifle Squad. Northern Fuel Point, once more, just the site of heavy contested fighting between HelpingHans and Tiramisu. There we go. M1 entangling with the HelpingHans. Could use the captain to speed it up a bit here, or to speed up the weapon racks. That would also be a pretty good idea there for HelpingHans. Seems like he is not interested in either. Oberson almost got their U-34 done. Orbison was the Orbison done, still here was the Volkswagen Grenadiers. And then go M1 into single out of Hans. Range going from the northern point there. Orbison there being shot to bits here, their cover crumbled, and they become then very easy targets for the 50 cal. Doesn't matter how Orber you are, no one's more Orber Then a 50 cal. Grab the southern victory point there. Got 390 with 383. Hans at least able to keep close watch the victory point. There go BRs being handed out, increasing the firepower's mintage significantly here versus Tiramisu's troops. Black half check T2 with 7 kills, or 7. Tiramisu can soon go for a Panther 4. He could, of course, decide he wants to go for a Panther, but I imagine he'll go for the Panther 4 here versus HelpingHans. Fuel point again being grabbed back here by the Americans. Tiramisu still in a strong lead here. Southward's got the Captain Sturm Pioneer. Concussive Grenade there allows the Sturm has more safety fall back. So there you go. Tiramisu's very close to the Panther 4 model gate. That's what Hans is closer to, who knows. Entertaining up in the centre. The south more pressure here. Hans still having no artillery. I really feel like a mortar would just, be a nice addition here for HelpingHans at times. There you go. Good hit from the one entertainer there on the flak after. Ooh, takes the wrong path. They can still get knocked out. Ooh, missed their hits instead. The outhouse. No, not the outhouse. The outhouse is, I guess, some boxes. Not metal ones, they're just wooden ones. What was on their route in the south here? Lieutenant going for the southern fuel point, finally cutting off Tiramisu's fuel supply. Not that it's going to particularly matter since it's not going to stop the Panther 4. And there you go, Panther 4 model on the way there for Tiramisu and the comfortable denier. Stuart Light Chain there with 10 kills, Veteran T2. Still dominating the folks coming in there. Sparks walk time from the north here, hosing them down with a well-laid BAR fire. Tiramisu starting to see a lot more trouble here versus Hans. Lack of machine guns from Tiramisu's side is not helping out, though of course he has the flak half track, but with the anti-tank out there, it becomes a lot easier for Hans to deal with that one. Since that was really one of the major issues that Tiramisu got such quick back controls, just Hans had no easy way of countering the flak half track. So now Hans has actually got most of the map here. Nice comeback from Hans, establishing control over the field, denying the Krauts any ground. Sturm Pioneer advancing on the centre, backed up with the flak half track here.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
50 cut up in the Sturm Pioneer. Panther out there with the pinlock machine on the way there. Folks are sitting out, grab the northern point here. All of a sudden, folks, this Panther 4 sitting out, their pinlock machine being added. Raising their bazookas, ready to ambush any Panther 4s, unless they get spotted first. But there you go. Guard bazooka shots there. Only one penetrates the Panther 4's armor. Lucky there for Tiramisu. Lucky him. Looks like Tiramisu is tending to grab the south and center again here from HelpingHans into armies. Line for gun there with 4 kills. There you go, barrage, very good. Up north here, we got the flak up to the rifle squad. Rifle squad, they do get an anti-tank rifle off, but they do suffer heavily in the process and could get wiped and get the flak half activating free in the process. There we go. Not quite there though, but certainly close. Generally, do not underestimate the flak half check at 82 since it does get a damage bonus at 82, meaning it becomes incredibly good at wiping Infinity Panther. Going for a slightly more aggressive flank here in the south. No march from Hans though. Actually, there's been none at all. That's great for Tiramisu though. Great for him. Major out there for Hans. He can soon begin pushing from here versus Tiramisu. Getting here that Tiramisu is still yet to go for Dogton. Norfolk's engaging the Rangers. Close 52 down the range. Ooh, unfortunately did not get fully reinforced there. Goes Hans a bit too fast. There you go. Grenade and Thompson's a solid combo for sending most Germans running. Captain Lieutenant moving up there, 50 heading northwards, and Tango moving up in the south. The victory bomb is there by Tiramisu and the German army once more. Flak half tank coming up there, fixed up, but needs to be careful doesn't get say ambushed by Stuart Light Tank destroyed. That'd be painful there for Tiramisu, but great for Hans, absolutely amazing. And Tiramisu turning to more light artillery, another lighter infantry Geschütz. Bringing more firepower here versus HelpingHans and further just broadening his combined. Oh, scheisse! The Panther 4 just took out half the Oberstdorf squad. That's gotta feel bad. I still think it'd do with an MG34, but the flak half track for now at least does fulfill the role of, machine gun in a sense. Just really big and very easy to hit. There's some moving in, backed up to the light tank. Panther 1 southwards. Got mines up here from Tiramisu. These Schützenminen 42. Bazooka opening up the Panther 4. Either failing to hit or to penetrate, most of them it seems. One going through. Worth noting, the Panthers will deactivate wire mesh armored skirts on the side of the tank rather than their full plates here, typically. And they're actually designed to defeat bazooka fire by causing it to explode a bit further away. In fact, there's some uncertainty as to whether the full armored plate actually made it easy for them to penetrate or not. But the wire mesh was sort of the last model there, was meant to cause some distance. In fact, the Soviets copy that one on the T-3476s. They look like they just grabbed the bed frame mattresses, frames then slapped on the side of the tanks, but apparently those were actually purpose-made from what I understand. But as a little side note. Anyways, Opson riding the Mega here in the center, 5th Cav joining up there. Could smoke the machine gun there with the light in front like a Schutz, and the South Panther 4. Bit on his own here, bit risky there for Tiramisu, though so far Hans does not quite seem to have the tools to punish Tiramisu for this mistake. Flak after the net, ooh, popping the 5th caliber rounds, and, armor piercing rounds obviously. Flak half attack pop smoke and this engages, trooping through the smoke here, Stuart moving in, Captain flanking in. Lacking grenades though, and artillery, he has no way of clearing up as easily. Certainly I think remains a gap there. Oh, okay, never still but managed to just phase through the wall there. And there you go, now we got Hans's troops doing the same. Flak after the Sturm Pioneer support, of course. Tiramisu has line for guns, so he can just bombard this position if Hans becomes too stubborn about it. Still, Hans last the Victor Bonito Tiramisu 293 was the 354. Very good there for Hans. Storm Puna gained 83, and the captain did go down. Looks like as he escaped out there again, he took the point here, which meant, of course, right in front of the flak half track and the Sturm Pioneers, which, unsurprised, then resulted in them getting absolutely annihilated. Full service the lieutenant. Rangers sitting out there for Hans. Betty 2 now, 6 kills. Jackson changed there for helping Hans up deal with Tiramisu's armor. Tiramisu Bob is still without a doctrine. Still without a doctrine. So they go double light in front like a Schutz. First one is steadily approaching Veterinary 3. Getting some light damage in there. But nothing too damaging. And then we got mines up here. Shoots and Mina. Good again, mining by Tiramisu. Thumbs up. But I still would like to see him actually choose a doctrine. In this race, I think it's either going to be like elite armored. Well, it could be any of this because 2 of them actually like late game air support. In which case, I think airborne assault might be a bit better. Plus, you got behind assault. But again, it could also be this. Or you could go this for heat rounds for his Panzer 4s, which wouldn't be bad either. So still, I feel like it's a bit of a shame he doesn't choose anything sooner. As for Hans, he's not going to be going for Pershing anytime soon, though he's actually looking a bit better on the fuel front. He may have to consider even a fuel cache to assist with that. Kind of halfway done, we can see right up with the Fultgundis. Flak half tech also moving up its massive frame there, close to Veterinary 4. Rangers routed by the Panzer 4. Got the northern point, you can see for the Sturm Pioneer. Jackson tank swimming up here. M36, equipped with a 90mm gun. Based off the Sherman chassis as well. Little fun fact there. Most American tanks were actually based off the frames of other tanks or vehicles, except for the M18 Hellcat, which is actually purpose-made chassis there for that tank destroyer. Jackson then getting the Panther 4. There goes Stancha as well. They're making hard here for Tiramisu. Salvage the Panther 4. Might have a chance taking out here. Maybe. Oh, misses narrowly. Rubbish that there for Hans. Great though for Tiramisu. 5th coming support. And we got the anti-tank prime coming for there as well. South side's been claimed there by Tiramisu once more. And some Hans is now once more losing control of the front line here to Tiramisu and the Germans. The comfortable Maya striking hard here with 2 Panther 4s now. Flak after rushing ahead. 50 caliber there, annihilated under a thunderous volley of Panther 4. Fine lines gunfire. They're just doing everything to destroy it. Flak after there, having issues navigating the ditch. And the lines of guns shatter the 50 cal there. Got work there by Tiramisu. Denying Hans on his heavy machine gun teams entirely. South they've also been claimed by the Kampfgruppe Maya under Tiramisu's command. We got another schwerer Wehrmacht Schlepper. That'll be the mechanized regiment there to help repairs. He may also be planning a King Tiger, but even then, you don't have to go for the King Tiger, you don't want to. And mechanized regiment with repair pioneers, late game is still very good because it's just free troops to repair stuff, and more importantly, means you don't have to manage as much. For that, you can focus on other important things, and that's also one of the important aspects of why the mechanized regiment for the repair party is actually so good. It just frees up mental headspace for other more important things. Panford gets a great in the lieutenant. Got a northern fuel here with the Rangers. Jackson there, good to go again. Hans got 200 tank guns out. I suppose that could maybe indicate he could try and stall for the Persian next with 200 tank guns and the Jackson tank destroyer. I said he's going to need to get the fuel points back. Oh, it's not going to matter much. And he really should consider some artillery again. Just a mortar, maybe a 2. Or at this stage, he may actually have to consider pack out. There you go. I think he is going for it. We got the mechanized command post here, so he may in fact be planning pack outs to have like a chance to fight back against Tiramisu on a slightly advanced level with artillery. Rangers by the northern field engaged for flat half track, gaining veterans E4. Higher rate of fire, higher accuracy. Bad news for HelpingHans and the 5th Armored Division. Anti-tanks are blasting away, hitting Zip. And there you go, Panther Boy caught by the Jackson tank destroyer. Still light tank here, could shell shock it. They originally didn't like try the point blank engine shot, maybe. Actually, I don't think I've seen anyone make use of that. Ever. Like, it's so incredibly difficult at this ability to work. Plus, it's actually kind of expensive for what like seems to just damage the engine rather than just immobilize the tank. Like, if you have to like get that close and use 60 munitions, it should at least have an impact. But he lost something I think. Oh yeah, base rate by how Tiramisu took out the ambulance there. Great push there by Tiramisu. Stood charging and he wants that flag half track there. At least he wants it down. Misses with the Jackson. Stood going in here though. Gets the flag half track though. Gets the flag half track. Finally almost got the Panther there as well there. Jackson with a damaged engine. Stewart gets way up north here. Kale's range, but half track able to do some damage there to Tiramisu. Nothing huge, but still taking out the flag half track does give his infantry more freedom and maneuver here versus Tiramisu. Of course, the 2 light infantry guns are still a big issue. We got one of them not investing free of that, which is certainly not great news for Hans's infantry support weapons. They can just barrage even faster, more often. Actually, is a better way to put it. Range can deal with the Volksgun these. Need to get some victory points back. He's quickly bleeding out in the face of Tiramisu. Now he's controlling all 3 victory points. Ambulance on the way there for HelpingHans. Fuel income is still pretty painfully slow in the south here. Perhaps what was the Volksgun is. Close to the east level on the Rangers. Ambulance number 2 almost done for HelpingHans. And we got the mechanized repair of regiment headquarters with the repair pioneers ready here for Tiramisu. Rangers around the Volksgun and getting away the small one here for HelpingHans over Tiramisu. He still has a lot of killing to do, a lot of tanks to knock out, but one is better than none in terms of kills. It is. Jack's moving in there, 8 trap rounds as well just to make sure it hits. For some reason the turret though is refusing to turn around there. That's a bit awkward there for Hans, gotta be a bit frustrating. Ralph Gold, oh, getting blocked by the Jackson. Could see a wipe here and he, oh! Avoids the wipe. That's incredibly lucky there for Hans. Panther 4 there. Damn it. Main gun is out. Main gun is out. Stuart charging in there. Can he finish it off here? Stuart moving into perhaps try and block the retreat, and the Jackson got stuck on bad pathing. This is terrible for Hans. It's got to be very frustrating. Panther 4 moving in. Blitzes in. Misses. Gets the Panther 4. Now it's just the Jackson and the Panther 4. Kenwolf gets a hit there. This is, oh, could turn against Hans now. Panther 4 pursuing Stuart. Light tank may have to try something here. Could maybe stun it. Yes, I think the cooldown's just about to wear off. He could get to God now. Do it. Oh, he gets the main gun. He doesn't need it. And Tiramisu is about to lose the second Panther 4 in a huge turnaround here for HelpingHans. Panther 4 down, but it's only abandoned. It's only abandoned. He's not finishing off here. And he loses the Jacksons, they can't necessarily. Oh dear, but still he took out 2 Panther 4, so the ground has been somewhat leveled. But Tiramisu just going for another Panther 4. He's not setting up for something big here, so. And if you get someone in order as well, this could be a bit of a problem for Hans then. Still, for now, there is an opportunity here for Hans. There's a window opened by the power of democracy in a very large boot, I suppose. But he still has a lot of work to do here versus Tiramisu. But the opportunity is there now. We'll have to see if he can exploit it, if he can take advantage of it with both hands and wrest control of the map from the Krauts, the Nazis. 5th Cal there halfway done. Lieutenant on the way. They're helping Hans to replace the one that got shot to bits by the Krauts. And he stole the anti-tank gun from Hans. Almost got the anti-tank gun crew there. Stewart racing forwards. Got the M1 anti-tank gun crew there annihilated. But Kevin's about to improv as well. They could actually wipe that one out. That would be a bit problematic there for him. 25 kills on the Stewart light tank. That one's really been doing great with him. Got a smoke off as well. I think to carry out the recovery here of the anti-tank gun perhaps, or not. Also worth noting, Hans has got an extra infantry left. He's got one Ralph squad in the Rangers right now, so he's actually a bit short. And there you go. Panther 4 operational. Other Panther 4 still doing nothing. Anti-tank being needed here. Got the lieutenant out there. M1 anti-tank staying up there. Shoots, penetrates the Panther 4's frontal armor. Other anti-tank there being hauled through the ditches, negating me some of the incoming fire there for the crew. Nice save there by Hans. Lieutenant heading southwards. Those lightning guns definitely proved to be a nuisance there. They maybe not a ton of killing, but they've still done a lot of damage and some kills. And they just make it harder for Hans to use his support points effectively. Which is certainly helpful for Tiramisu. 100 points left of helping Hans. See, he needs to do something drastic still. Does start to appear like he might plan here for the Pershing now. But he's going to need the fuel points to like hold for a bit longer than what he's currently sort of succeeded in. But yeah, the artillery pieces have been a great investment here for Tiramisu, a great one. And certainly again, it's probably like just like one of the major like differences here between helping Hans and Tiramisu. Yeah, you know, Hans has got all the 50 cals, but Tiramisu's got the artillery and technically had the flak-half, which again sort of fulfills the role of home machine and just, you know, bigger and more awkward, but still can does the job. But again, Hans just has no artillery, and I think that's sort of like, you know, one of the things that's sort of been like the most noteworthy there. Anyways, Panther for the Prime Lieutenant. Got the point rent neutral at least, so that's something. And then go fixing up the Panther 4, though it is heavily damaged. The engine has seen better days. Some quick occupying here in the building in the centre. Grab the northern munitions, fire up there. Still light anything headed from the Kednev, eventually too close to eventually fleet. Anti-tank and bazooka team holding up. Here up north, we got the line guns moving up. Panther 4 going for the south train to the Rangers. Anti-tank gets a great hit, bazooka shots. Also good for the front line of the Panther 4 there. Nice work for helping out Tiramisu. Still hasn't chosen a doctrine. This is a bit discouraging. Focusing for the centre, up north here, and 50 cal staying holding up, grabbing the northern point. Even got mines from Hans finally. Surprised it took so long to mine up, I think. Oh, I missed any mines he's laid out, which certainly is my fault and not Hans's. Oh, they blew apart the building off their own. Alright, Jürgen. 1, 2, 5, 3, 5. Just throw this thing. Ah, god damn it, you got it stuck in the building, and now the building is gone. Setting up the steward here. Bit of skirmishing there up north. We got the punch east of the rifle squad. Bit of skirmishing there. And the south ground setting up some mines there, I think. At least it look like mines. Maybe I miss. No, there's a mine there, just narrowly. Not a bad idea though. There you go. Tiramisu's got the other Panther 4 in action as well now. Great for Tiramisu, but definitely not, I imagine, what makes Hans happy. Great here on the Panther 4, but the anti-tank taking swarm with the Sturm Puny, unfortunately going from the northern point. Up further north here, troops holding out there for helping Hans. Rangers moving ahead there. Troops reinforcing healing. Ranger squad there popping a grenade. 17 kills, lots of dead there. Grenade goes off and ooh, lucky there for Tiramisu. You kind of figure the way they were set up, they're actually getting fully wiped there, but apparently not. 75 points left of helping Hans versus Tiramisu 268, and Tiramisu is going for a Jagdpanzer. I'm guessing he must be thinking his opponent is going here for the Pershing here. Like, he's seen pretty much the rest of the doctrine, I think. At least there's a good idea about it. So, certainly a correct assumption to make. He is close to the Pershing, though. And certainly with the Jagdpanzer supporting the two Panther 4s, Hans's Pershing may not quite make the splash he's hoping to make. 14 kills in the light infantry gun there, and virtually 4. Jagdpanzer almost done. Troops reinforcing healing for HelpingHans, and there we go. The Jagdpanzer's up for Tiramisu, the German army. Rapid advance on the center street, only to be gated with the Oberstand, Panzer running up as well there. 61 to 268, and there you go. M26 Pershing heavy tank ready. I'll have to see if we can actually, make an impact there on Tiramisu with it. Almost got the Panther for the Oberstand suppressed and lost the unit there. Hans down against 2 infantry squads again. Looking really rough there for HelpingHans on most fronts. The only thing he's not lacking is enemies to shoot. Stuart then narrowly survives an encounter over the Jagdpanzer and its high velocity 75mm guns. Same issues on the Panther, by the way. Good hit with the Pershing, gets at least one Raketna for gunner killed, but there's still the Jagdpanzer and the Raketna is still technically there, so it's not going to be enough. Almost got it, Bazooka's firing a bit dangerous in there. Go, finally got the choice here for Tiramisu, so it is Overwatch. Probably for sectors at this point, Raketna recruit annihilated. Jagdpanzer was incredible on health, or Pershing down to health, and there we go, main gun out. Luftwaffe's coming in here, could actually risk losing the Pershing here already. And the Luftwaffe strikes. Oh dear, this is going to be a close one. And the Pershing is down after so long time, after so much effort. Hans got too greedy and then got punished by the sector assault, costing his Pershing heavy tank. Great though for Tiramisu. At this point, Hans's options, I think, are quite limited. His chances of victory, I feel like, are also increasingly looking smaller and smaller. Not impossible, but it's going to require like an absolute masterstroke of an assault that's going to like leave Patton impressed, and he's of course dead now, so that's going to be like very like impressive assault to like get him to like wake up from the dead and like go, hang on, that's great. And we've got orders on the way here for Tiramisu, more elite infantry to take on some Americans. Armies. North here, 5th Cavalry with the Panzer IV. We've got 262 versus 59. Rangers advancing. 19 kills. Attacking hit straight for the anti-tank, and there we got HVAC rounds on. Oh, not HVAC, but the armor-piercing, discarding Sabo rounds. Bazooka team there obliterated. Situation is really deteriorating, and those line guns are absolutely chewing him up now. It has been a great investment here for Tiramisu, absolutely amazing investment, in fact. So, thumbs up there to Tiramisu on that department. Thumbs up. Panfolding flank the Stuart light tank, getting some hits in there, but it's not enough. 26 kills though. Quite good an effort there. 260 versus 55. What will Hans do? Anthony moving about me, popping the armor-piercing, discarding sapper rounds up as well for that one. Shoots and misses the Jagdpanzer. Shot falls short there, right in front of it. And got life guns firing away there. Almost ace level, one of them. Almost ace level. Very close. Drum center for the lieutenant. Jagdpanzer holding back here. Light infantry gun pummeling away there. Bring on the Panther IV by the anti-tank gun. Stuart heading southwards. 32 versus 260. Hans is not giving up. He keeps fighting. He keeps believing in the American dream. And Tiramisu believes in the power of the Panzerwaffe. He dispatched the Panther on the Stuart light Jagdpanzer southwards to do with Stuart. Both of them miss. You got 27 points left here for Hans. 26. Oh, another base rate by Tiramisu takes out the ambulance again. There you go, GG, game over. A loss for HelpingHans, victory for Tiramisu. A brutal battle with some great spectacle on both sides. And I feel like Hans' major issue was in part just a lack of artillery. Tiramisu had eventually 2 light infantry guns, and they provided him with a significant tactical advantage, which Hans was just never able to like quite match. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell your friends, tell your family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Cheese. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode.